Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and a very, very warm welcome to our show. It's a great pleasure to be here with you today at Wormholt Park School. We are called String Fever, and we're playing live music for you today. Not only that, but let me tell you something about us. We're all from the same family as well.
Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you! Oh, lift up on the level of the sea! I'm flowing together with chorus is he! If political nonsense be something you wish! And no other deck can flop like a fish!
I think one of the main things is that this is something that the children haven't experienced before, and it was so lovely for them to be exposed to those styles of instruments, that style of music, and to understand that although there's kind of that misconception that string musical instruments, it's all like orchestral and it's very slow and all old music is what the children were a bit worried about, and they said, oh, is it all going to be like old boring music? But then they all came out, they're like, they couldn't believe that those instruments could make that music, and I think the children got a lot more out of it to kind of see the other side of music that they're used to. Obviously they listen to a lot of pop music and things like that, and I think it's great for them to see that wide variety of instruments and things that are available to them. And I've had a lot of children come up to me asking, can we do lessons now in those instruments, which I think is really lovely, that they all now want to be more involved in music, because it's not just boring bits, and if they do practice and they can work at it, then they can eventually get to that level.
This morning was so inspiring for all of us. I think the staff enjoyed it as much as the children did, and seeing their faces lit up when they could hear the songs that they recognised and songs that they didn't was incredible. There were so many children who were moving along to the music, who were singing along to some of the words, chatting to their friends about, oh, I know that song, that's from Doctor Who or whatever. It was just amazing, and these children won't have had this kind of experience of going to a live concert, so to have this in our school and to be the first school in the UK to have it was just amazing. We've had the best morning ever. So thank you so much to String Fever today.
Yeah, so I think the children really enjoyed the performance by String Fever. They kind of really got involved, really got engaged with all the songs, and just how entertaining and how performative the whole performance was, and how just kind of how pulled in the kids were the entire time. And I think one of the best things about the show was that there was something for the kids and for the adults in the room as well, with the songs kind of giving us a bit of throwback to our memory of our childhood. And I think it definitely feeds into positive mental health, because it teaches the children how to use music to calm themselves, relax themselves, excite themselves as well. So it definitely feeds into how they view themselves and how they can use music for a positive outlook and a kind of a better mode of kind of feeling better about themselves, essentially.
There's a lot of space in schools at the moment where I do think elements of music are such a key point to help children's mental health. Like during the performance they did those, oh, let's have some slower pieces, let's have some breathing time. And I think we don't realise how much music can impact children, that obviously all the children were so excited when it was upbeat and it was the fun music, but then when they did the slower pieces it was nice just to have that breathing and have that calm time. And I think that's something that children can take away and they can use that as a technique. I know they've asked, can we do that in the classroom? If we've had a really exciting lesson, can we now have some quiet time and have maybe some calm music on? And I was like, well, more than welcome to. And I think that's such a lovely thing.
So in terms of the wider curriculum, this has given children some really good experiences, not just listening to music, but also looking at the performers, learning about musical instruments and learning about the history of music. So I think they've learnt so much without actually realising that they've learnt. You know, in terms of the children, they've had a wonderful concert, but actually it's enriched their learning incredibly.
Music can also be used to calm us down, to help us relax. If we're feeling a bit nervous or maybe feeling a bit afraid, it can help slow our hearts down.
It was lovely just to see their reaction and them enjoying it, and I think that was the most important part, that every single child enjoyed it because there was something in there for all of them.